Bad signals from the multiverse of Facebook and YouTube live podcast shining a light across Gotham, Marvel, and the infinite chaos of comics, movies, and pop culture. Each week, we fire up the signal to talk comic reviews, movie breakdowns, passionate debates, ridiculous games, and the occasional crossover that no one asked for, but you're going to get it anyway. And if you miss us live, you can catch the show later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your audio fix. I'm the host, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butane, and I can't do this episode or any episode without my tag team partner, the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows, the unverified twin of Dave Batista in the head wrinkles, the unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache,
the flavor savor,
and the unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe. And we can't forget about, yes, the unverified twin of Shamar Moore
in the nipples. Damn, Skippy, sir. All right. Thanks for that intro, podcast partner. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Brian S. Dennis. With this week, the S stands for popcorn. So we'll talk about that when we get to our Mountain Nerd more of the week, my friend. But how's it going, buddy?
Dude, it's been pretty good. We took a week off, and
yes,
there was a pretty big weekend this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
So what have you been up to?
You know what? Been hanging out, caught a couple movies, catch up on shows, and yesterday was my birthday, so I got to ring that in with friends, family, and friends, and another day older and hopefully 1 year better, my friend. So I got a lot of well wishes. You're one of the very first ones, so thank you, tag team partner. We are, and in no disrespect for the RIP of Hawk and Animal, but anytime they want a rematch, I think we take them I think we take out the Legion of Doom.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think we could wear the spiked shoulder pads just a smidge better.
Just because. I gotta see if I can find some of those. But I want the old school NWA when they really were metal spikes. Like those were the ones that, those are the WWE ones where they're kind of, you could tell they're plastic. They're much more kid-friendly, but the old school ones where they look like, you know what? You could roast the apple on those bad boys. That's the ones that I want. That's the straight out of Mad Max, man.
Oh man, yeah, it was a busy week, man. So we had some friends come down to do some light remodeling for us this last week. They came down last Sunday, worked through Thursday. Dude, I
had the house torn apart. It's always fun.
Oh, dude, yeah, man. There was so much chaos, man. It was a good time. Good things happened. And then, I still worked a lot, and I'm now, dude, I'm working from home now, man. So
nice.
Except for bingo, trivia, stuff like that. But still want me to go in and do, I got to bring in the awesome.
Well, that's okay. By the way, I just and you know what? Anytime you're there, you bring the extra awesome. So congratulations on the work from home status. I have a lot of that myself. It does make life cool, but still got to get out and see the folks, man. So and no matter where you are, man, you bring the awesome.
That's right. I'm the one that levels up your awesome, which is a book that I wrote on Amazon. You can check it out, Leveling Up My Awesome, which I'm working on a sequel to that because now my kid's not 6 anymore, and now she's 14. So we gotta upgrade. Maybe that'll be the title, Upgraded Awesome. I don't know. We'll see.
You're so awesome. Like if there was a movie about your life, it was like if they made a movie that had Batman and Spider-Man and Edward from Twilight, and the cast from Black Panther, and MJ, not Mary Jane, as well as Catwoman. It was almost like you had all these people in one movie and made it about the greatest poem ever made.
Yeah.
That still is not as awesome as you are.
I mean,
but it's pretty darn awesome.
Some might even call that an odyssey.
Or a really long trip. One of the two. Yeah.
I
Proof
think that's a
again
good...
that when guys refuse to ask for directions, trouble follows.
Right.
Trouble follows.
Cyclopses and giants and absolutely.
But this Cyclops apparently didn't have a cute redhead in his life. Yeah.
Right.
You know,
dude,
there's that.
So we'll talk more when we get into the movies part. But I gotta say, dude, watching Matt Damon in the Odyssey, did he not give you Obi-Wan Kenobi vibes?
Bro, he did, and I meant to look it up. So let me see if I can find it super fast. So not only that, but I looked. So Matt Damon is 55 years old.
Yeah.
And dude had every right to have as many shirtless moments as he wanted to in that film. Like, seriously, he looked younger and in better shape than Pattinson did. And think about who used to be the heartthrob. Well, and Pattinson obviously was playing the role that he was whatever. And he's also tried very hard to get past the Harry Potter Twilight phase of his life. But I was just like, dude, you are 55 and look like you could seriously take somebody out today if you wanted to. And Charlize Theron is 50, should be 51 in like 3 weeks. So how about people who are aging gracefully? My goodness. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Well, let's go ahead and talk about our favorites of the week. So
get it done.
This is the Signal Scan, okay? We're going to talk about all of our favorites, favorite comics, favorite movies, favorite TV show, gaming, and then we're going to get into some WWE. Let's go ahead and start off with the movies because we're already there. Brian, is there any other contenders for greatest movie of the week besides The Odyssey?
No, The Odyssey is fantastic. It's a great epic movie. In fact, that should be our future pod we do. Is our favorite epics. I'm thinking like and epics mean a movie that are at least 3 hours long or approximately. I think we're already seeing some really early Oscar contentions between Matt Damon as Ulysses or Odysseus, depending on which version of it you read, as well as obviously Ryan Gosling in Project Hail Mary. But no, this without a doubt is as we knew it would be, the movie of the week. It is really hard to do historical epics, do them well, to have them not be boring, but also not to overly Hollywood franchise them. And they did. And this is a movie that had, as I was just kind of joking around, when you look at the cast of the film, Matt Damon, Lupita, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, so many great, John Leguizamo, all these great. So we've got the clown from Spawn in there as well. You got all these great you got all these A-list superstar names who will show that they are really, really good actors and actresses, and we have a cameo coming. She's gonna try and scare you.
So Leia, we perfect timing here. We're talking about the Odyssey. Do you want to talk to? Also, it was somebody's birthday yesterday. I won't say anything. All right, here you go.
Hey, Princess Leia.
Hey. Well, first off, happy belated birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy belated to you as well. I still owe you your birthday present. How are you doing?
I'm good. We watched The Odyssey.
Okay.
When was it? Friday.
And your thoughts?
Don't make her go.
But it's so cute. I thought it was really good. Have you heard of Epic the Musical?
You have what?
Have you heard of Epic the Musical?
I have, but I don't know anything about it. Tell me about it.
So it's this literally just songs of every single saga that takes place.
Okay.
So like the Cersei saga, like the Athena stuff, and there's like I think more than 80 songs.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Apple Music. It's really good. I have an entire playlist about it, and it takes place the exact time of the Odyssey.
Beautiful, as it should. So, given the Odyssey cast, did you have a favorite character? Who was your favorite person in the Odyssey?
Athena.
Of course, because she was played by who?
Zendaya.
Zendaya, yes.
No,
yes,
Zendaya.
It's Zendaya. Or Marie.
Yeah.
Marie is her middle name, and that's what her husband calls her. He calls her Marie, so you can go with Marie if you want to.
Or
yeah.
Tom Holland. I thought he played that really well too.
Yeah, I was a little upset he didn't like shoot any webs or crawl up on the ceiling or anything.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Spider-Man though. That's gonna be such a good movie.
Are you excited? Okay, so all right, so I'm curious from your perspective, who is like the heartthrob of the MCU now? Like for your age bracket, who's the cutie? One that like, oh my goodness, and I know because this make your dad really uncomfortable. I'm asking you this question. Who would you go like, oh my goodness, I would like go to homecoming with this guy if he asked?
Tom Holland.
It would be Tom Holland. Okay, now he's like the youngest one. He's like the only in your age bracket. I'm trying to think of who else will even be there.
Percy Jackson.
From the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. So wait a minute, you take Tom Holland over Ned, the guy in the chair? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a Tom Holland hair? I've heard it's a hair.
I guess so.
Have you heard him when he speaks with his British accent?
I have.
Which do you prefer, the American accent or the British accent?
British.
I knew
Anna
it.
is obsessed with Tom Holland.
Is she? Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
He's a really good actor. And I can see your dad is just itching like to stop this conversation. Yes. So maybe you and Tom and Anna can all go on like a full day. That'd be weird. But anyway, yeah, that'd be really weird. All right. So we got that. Okay, that's fair. So now we know who your heartthrob is. Maybe I can find some Tom Holland swag for your overdue birthday present. Okay. All right.
Do you like my nails?
I do like your nails. Did you do those at home or did you go to the salon?
So we had friends over and my friend Fifi did it. She's my age.
Fifi did your nails.
Fifi did my nails.
So nails by Fifi. I like it. Well, the kids say they're not even nails, they're claws, right? They're claws.
Claws.
Yeah,
I can
claws
claw at
like
your head. I'm a cat.
Oh God, with the bald head too. Okay, I have short hair and claws can be kind of sharp. So I'm sure with your dad's bald head, that felt really weird. All right. Okay, he's shaking his head no. So let's do just for one more thing to make me smile and to make your dad uncomfortable. Tell me again how dreamy Tom Holland is.
Very, very much.
Okay, good enough. Let me get a bye-bye, princess.
Oh, bye-bye. I'm gonna go watch Nine on Twitter with my mom.
Okay. Cool beans. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Here you go. I'm gonna go grab my laundry.
Okay.
So she was sharing how her and Anna both have huge crushes on Tom
Your phone
Holland.
is cracked.
Yeah.
Did you know your phone was cracked?
Yes,
Or
I
did
did.
it just happen? Okay, and if it
No,
just
that
happened.
one's my. Yeah, I don't use the camera. That's for work. I've had it for 4 years.
Oh, okay, and whatever. Work
Yeah.
phones could take a beating.
Yeah,
So she shared with me her love of Tom Holland, especially when he uses his real British, which I was surprised in the Odyssey. I thought for sure. I've seen the trailer, so I knew he didn't. But I was really surprised that in a movie that's supposed to be based in the Mediterranean, why he didn't use his typical speaking voice. I was really surprised at that.
Yeah, that is a good question. Well, I mean, I guess while we're still on the Odyssey, who was the weakest link? Who
In
was
the Odyssey?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to clarify. Do you mean the weakest link within Odysseus' group, or who I view as the weakest link in the movie?
The weakest link in the movie.
Punisher, John Berthal. I didn't like his character.
Okay. See, I would actually go Tom Holland. He was good, but I didn't think he was
Actually,
great.
you know what? Now that you say it, now that you put it out there, yeah.
He felt like he's holding back so much.
Yes. And part of it is, because he was told what he was very much told from his mom and his father once Odysseus returned, spoiler, what he couldn't do. And part of it's like, yeah, it was like, you're right, he was trying to hold back a little bit. I love Zendaya, or Zendaya, I've heard it both ways as well. I think she pronounces it Zendaya, but again, I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, I love for her not having very many speaking. She had very few lines.
Yeah.
She gave a very powerful, especially at the end, and no spoiler alert, when they did the reveal at the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, and I love how they tied, as I'm a big Greek mythology fan, so I love how they with the Zeus's law and all of that. And I love the fact that we only saw the one god, and only he saw her. I love the fact that they made sure the gods were present, but not ever present. And did you know, Bradley, the actress that plays Cersei, do you know that's the same actress that played Agatha in Minority Report?
Really?
Yes, she looks so familiar.
Okay.
I had to double check, and I go, wow. So she played the female precog in Minority Report. So
very cool. Dude, that's a good movie. I'm not super excited for Ripper.
It's an underrated Tom Cruise movie. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I'm not super excited for Ripper. I think it's like just whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, Minority Report, great. The Odyssey, all right. Let's rate it on 1 out of 5. How do you rate it?
Is one highest or is one lowest?
We'll go 5 highest.
Okay, 5's the highest. I give it a 4.7. It was really good.
I think I'm about right there too, 4.75. So I agree.
Yeah.
It is by far either that and Project Hail Mary are the best movies of the year.
Oh, 100%.
Thus far. Still
100%.
Got a half a year to go, but I don't. 100%. It's going to take a lot to break it.
Especially when you look at movies that, even though I love the way they said at the beginning, apparent magic in Odyssey, and Project Hail Mary has definitely had the big sci-fi glint of it, but they're both movies that were really driven by acting, and that last scene, and they built to it perfectly. Again, I've read the myth. I've not read the full Odyssey poem because it's 500 pages, but I read many an abridged or Americanized, if you will, version of it, so I knew where it would end. But just that scene, and they tied it perfectly at the beginning, near the beginning of the movie, where they show him strumming the bow, and I go like, okay, that's the big reveal is the bow strum, and where he plucks it. And then at that end, I mean, it was so much of almost an Excalibur moment. Yeah. Right? The king has returned. Give me my bow. I will show you this. And that great scene, this is a spoiler for anyone that hasn't seen it, as Anne Hathaway's Penelope is walking away, he strums the bow, and it was like, oh shit, daddy's back. And then all hell broke loose after that. Great movie. So if you haven't planned on seeing it, listen to your buddies Brian and Brad and go check out The Odyssey. Maybe
next week we'll do our best of 2026 so far. Maybe we'll do that.
That'd be right. We're halfway through the years. That makes sense. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to. You want to do TV or let's do TV? What is the best TV show of the week?
For me, it's been X-Men 97, just by the fact of part 2 of I think it would have been the 3rd episode. But no,
it's on episode 5 now.
Yes, it was the 4th episode. It was part 2 of showing the origin of Apocalypse. Yeah, that was tremendous. This show I've rewatched season 1 multiple times. Yeah, I've rewatched the first, I think probably first half of season 2 multiple times, and the way they do it is so good. They gave us X-Force, they gave us X Factor, they gave us Alpha Flight. Didn't call it Alpha Flight, but it was Alpha Flight. But the way that they handled Insomniac and that arc for him becoming Apocalypse, and when Xavier and Magneto, against spoiler, realized that no matter what they do, when he says he's eternal, it's almost like when in Endgame, when Thanos says, I am inevitable. It gave you that type of vibe. Yep. And it was just like they did everything they could, and they still got what they got. And to see Xavier get vengeful, he gets emotional. He gets sad.
Yeah, him and Magneto switch places there.
Yes, you never see him get angry, and you never see Magneto become overly self-sacrificed with no gameplay. You're right, they completely switched roles there, and you saw the authentic love between Xavier and Magnus. That was amazing. That was amazing. So there's no show on right now. It's also kind of the in-between time frame, early part of summer for shows, so there's not a lot of competition out there. The most recent season of Vox Machina was fantastic as well. If you've not finished that, definitely check that out. But those are, for me, the big shows.
All right, I got 2 more to add to that.
Let's do it.
Big Brother is
Of
back.
course.
Guys, I gotta give a shout out for Big Brother, man. It's always good. I like my trashy reality competition stuff. And there's a new season of Traders, I think, coming in September.
Okay.
But the show that takes it for me
for
the week is the new show from Apple TV called Lucky. It's got Anna Taylor-Joy.
Okay.
Dude, it is fantastic. The first episode, I've only watched 1 episode. We're going to watch episode 2 tonight. Leia's into it, so we're going to watch an episode a day. And dude, it was amazing. As great as it was, my vote for TV show of the week is gonna be X-Men 97.
Yes, sir. Just such a great show. Such a great show. And again, both we're still in age brackets where I love the fact with X-Men 97, and I get you look up characters with time, right? But I love so much that because it's supposed to take place in the 90s as well. But the 90s stayed pretty authentic to the comic books of that day as well, and how the characters were dressed. So I love how Maverick looks with that
so good.
overly techie thing with no real purpose. And then you've got Kane, and Omega Red is to me the most underutilized villain in MCU, especially when you get to talk about the X-Men in the mutant world. But anything in Marvel, but Omega Red, there's no reason Omega Red is not up there with, if not quite the same level as Thanos or Apocalypse. He should be up there with Magneto. He should absolutely be up there with Magneto. And that always makes me so happy anytime Omega Red gets his props, gets his flowers. So again, that same episode, the most recent, I think you said episode 5. That is
Weapon X Lies and Videotape.
Dude.
One of the greatest titles of an episode.
Yes, and especially if you know that canon with the Weapon X project, they gave Wolverine, Maverick, Kane, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, Omega Red. They gave us all these characters. And then one of the great things they do, it's a subtle thing that they do, but with Morph, they really use Morph as a way to give you very point in time of who he transforms into. So again, they're in Canada. He changed into so many members, North Star, Sasquatch, Puck. He changed into so many members.
He did change into nothing but Canadian.
Yes.
Super.
I was like, a couple times when I saw, I'm like, so Sasquatch made sense outside. I'm like, okay, but then when he changed into Puck and I'm like, he's completely doing. So the writers and the artists, whoever plans the show, good job.
Well done.
For comic book nerds, we see what you're doing there.
Awesome. I didn't until you pointed it out. But all right, that just makes it a notch better, man.
Right. So, small attention to detail. All right.
Now let's move on to comics. What is your comic signal of the week, my friends?
I gotta catch up. I've been rereading. I'm rereading, if I can say words today. Words are hard. I'm rereading Absolute Batman the Zoo. That is just so good.
Yeah.
So good. That is just amazing. I'm caught up on Absolute Green Arrow. I gotta catch up on the new Firestorm, and I know you said you consolidated some comics, so that's really where my focus are now. I gotta do some catch up. What about you, my friend?
Well, so a new issue of Firestorm came out last week, and then a new issue of Green Arrow came out this week.
Okay, so I got to get both of those. All right.
Yes, a Green Arrow, Absolute Green Arrow number 4 is my comic signal of the week, and it was, dude, Absolute Green Arrow is probably the best comic on the shelves right now.
It is,
man.
It is.
It is doing something that really you don't see a lot of. They are taking a core of a character, they are turning it around, but also everybody could see it. I mean, like
Yes.
the things that they're doing, we get a really good. See a little bit more Roy Harper in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of gasp in there, but also we get our first look at absolute Solomon Grundy, and there's a talk of Rex Tyler.
Nice.
So they
Nice.
are really like with the Green Arrow.
Nice.
They're picking these people,
Nice.
these characters
Nice.
from like the JSA.
Yes.
So
yes.
like, and that's got to be on purpose. I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
we're
not
ever going to get
accidental.
jail or we're never going to get Justice League in
Right.
in Absolute Velvet. Well, actually, we do, but the Justice League is the bad guys in
Right.
the Absolute world.
And what I like when they anytime they do these kind of spins elsewhere, is these reimagining. The ones that are done the best is there's only so much without fans absolutely revolting. There's only so much you can do with the core trio or in DC. So Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. There's only so much. And by connection, that's limited. You can do it. Any Robin or Lois Lane or anything like that. Versus when you take those folks that are just one rung less than. So again, the Green Arrows, like I said, Rex Tyler, Solomon Grundy. I love everything I said about Omega Red. You can apply. The Solomon Grundy has one of the better. He is rife for, who's ever, and I don't remember off the top of my head, who's ever behind like the Penguin and the Clayface, and we're getting those very strong reimagining. Solomon Grundy is right for that. Solomon Grundy would be perfect for an HBO Max series of just showing, just have the first season be the birth of Solomon Grundy, right? Dude, that's what we need. I mean,
Stargirl.
Yes.
Stargirl handled Solomon Grundy
very well.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even Gotham. Gotham definitely tried to kind of undo it at the end, but how they initially took Solomon Grundy, like, what? Wait, who is he? He's Solomon Grundy. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot to be said there. So after, by the way, I'm seeing the Absolute Green Arrow calendar. I'm behind you, man. Which I just love.
Thank you. So one last thing I'm gonna talk about Absolute, but Green Arrow is my pick. So you said you're pretty caught up on Absolute Batman, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so you saw where Daddy's still alive? Spoiler alert. Okay.
It's okay, but I'm trying to think.
Never mind.
If I haven't gotten there, but yes, that's don't worry about spoiling it. I'm excited now.
All right.
Yes.
I can't wait for we'll do a whole episode about Absolute Batman.
Yes.
At some point. Okay, so we got movie, we got the comic signal, we got the movie signal, we got the TV signal. Do we have anything else before we move on to some WWE?
Just one last thing. While we have our phase of the week, I now have started what unofficially I'm going to call Brian's punishment of the week, where I rewatch a movie or a show that I really didn't like, that I go, maybe I was wrong. And this week's attempt was Moonfall with Halle Berry. It is worse than I remember it the first time. The story has plots in it. There's no depth. It is, the fact that they just didn't try and hire Bruce Willis for this movie, I was like, so this is bad Armageddon. This is bad Armageddon. So
I never watched it.
It's don't.
Okay.
It actually starts off with an interesting. The premise is not the problem. It really is not. The premise is not the problem. It's the execution of the premise. And I don't know how much money, because they have some big name people in the movie. They just didn't give them really. It's completely writing. The script is bad. The premise, again, just if I gave you the bullet points, the premise is interesting. It's really not something we've seen a lot before. It's how they do it. It's just the best the first 10 minutes are the best minutes of the movie.
Oh man.
And it's down from there. It had such a good strong 10 minutes ago. Why? I can't wait to see. Really? They can't decide if it's us versus the aliens, government conspiracy, the Illuminati, unforeseen love triangles.
Yeah.
Mommy and dad are going to get back in there, and then the missing the kid is in jail.
Mm.
Like it's almost, it just hit me now. Here's what it's Armageddon meets Gone in 60 Seconds.
And you wish it was gone in 60 seconds.
No doubt, my friend. No doubt. Okay.
All right, man. Let's. We gotta talk some WWE because
Let's do it.
There was something happened yesterday.
Yes, sir.
A couple things happened yesterday with it.
Yes, sir.
We're getting ready for SummerSlam.
Yep.
So, dude, let's talk some WWE. This is you're the pro here.
All right.
Take the lead,
We're
buddy.
just gonna go real quick through the Saturday night's main event card. At least the 4 matches we saw. There was a dark match featuring Trick Williams. So before we go into that, let's talk about Trick Williams. Or I love that he now calls himself Trick James, which I love that. So I love Trick Williams. I think he's absolutely the rookie of this year for WWE and all of wrestling. I personally generally like when they make personalized, customized belts, as long as they don't have everybody have one. So back when I was a kid, I loved the fact that Ultimate Warrior had different colored straps for the Intercontinental title when he came out. I actually liked when we had the throwback to the Intercontinental Championship with the white strap that Cody wore when he was dashing Cody Rhodes. And one of my all-time favorites was the United States title belt that was a spinner. I hated the WWE title that was a spinner because the W wouldn't ever so it never stopped moving. I guess with the U.S. title one, it wasn't as noticeable. But what do you think if you've seen it? Trick Williams has a white United States Championship belt. What do you think about that, man?
So, you and I sees eye to eye in a lot of things. Trick Williams is not one of them. I appreciate him.
We do this on mid-card wrestlers. Yeah. Like we were very much that way on who was it? Gunther.
It took me a while to
it took you a while to come around to Gunther, and so Trick Williams. Okay, so give me feelings on Trick.
The next Gunther for me. Maybe I'm just not getting it yet. For me, I liked him fine until the toilet paper.
That was not his bright shining moment, and I don't know how much of that was Trick and how much of that was WWE, because those WrestleMania entrances are so overblown. I remember the fact when we thought it was a big deal when Austin came out and after did where the glass shattered on, for his end and he walked out, how cool that looked. Or when, you had only the occasional wrestlers have pyro. Now Cody has, and a lot of pyro. Cody has a lot of pyro. Roman Reigns has a lot of pyro. But I mean, just like everybody has pyro, and everybody, I hear a couple. Everybody has their special interest where they have like a dance or something that everybody comes out to. I love Randy Orton so much that Randy, no matter if it's a house show or WrestleMania, Orton's about to, where the hell is he? Orton just walks out to the ring. That's what he does. He walks out. He goes, I'm such a badass. I don't need anything. I walk out to the ring. All right. So while you're not a fan of Trick, how do you feel about Trick's belt?
I can't stand it.
I knew it.
Dude, it just adds another ply to the toilet paper. Okay. I can't, dude. Like the second I'm like, man, this is so dumb.
I love it, but it's only because he's so commits to, and I think that's what it is. Him and Little Yachty, and I got to give Little Yachty as a rapper,
right?
Not a wrestling manager, has really developed strongly as a manager. They so commit to it. It's how, like, I heard someone mention this with the Ulafala with Roman Reigns. That the Ulafala, no disrespect, what the Ulafala is at the end of the day is just a necklace. I mean, it was a floral that they now have the red. I don't know what it is.
The old Bethany has now.
Yeah. But because Roman as a character and as a person put so much belief into it, it made us care about the Ulafala.
Yeah.
Because Trick, it's not tongue in cheek. Yes, in the end of the day, it's ridiculous. But here's my parallel to it. I got myself there. The people's elbow is a ridiculous move.
Yeah, same with the five knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, just as a move in the ring. But the five knuckle shuffle, rarely if ever won a match. Okay, it was a setup for the finisher. The People's Elbow has won multiple world titles. The People's Elbow has beaten multiple Hall of Famers. And at the end of the day, it's basically he runs the ropes, 2-3 times, gets up decent speed, loses all momentum because he pauses with the leg in the air and then drops. Yeah, he snaps down pretty good. But in a real fight, there's no way you have time to do the 30 minutes of setup. And it doesn't work. But because The Rock so believed in it and his charisma carried that move, same deal with the belt for me. Trick carries the belt for me.
You stop so you can smell what The Rock is cooking.
However, if you're standing over me prone after a sweaty match with your leg and thigh in the air, I don't know if I want to smell what you've probably been cooking. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now back to the actual card. Okay, so here's what we had. So we had Danhausen versus JD McDonough. Okay, so that brings me to a question. I get your feelings on Trick. What are your feelings about Danhausen then?
Dude, I love him. Wait,
time out. You don't like Trick, but you can deal with but you like Danhausen.
I can't give you a reason why.
Okay, I like Danhausen too.
Paper,
yeah.
Like Danhausen, man, because he makes me laugh. Trick Williams comes out, he's supposed to be serious, and dude's got tons and tons of in-ring talent. He's like amazing out there. But the damn toilet paper, man, that's all I see. I see 2-ply toilet paper now, 3-ply toilet paper. But Danhausen, the Minihausens, the Champhausen, dude, the guy is a marketing freaking genius.
I think
he doesn't have to win anything. He doesn't need any belts.
Ever. I mean, if he does, it'll be like for a day. But you're right, he doesn't need to win anything. The guy, and I don't know if that transfers any money in his pocket, but all reports from merchandising, he is only second behind Cody when it comes to that. And it's just like you said, the gimmick itself is ridiculous.
Yeah,
very, very, very good, very evil. I'm sorry, very nice, very evil.
But
adding the housing thing, he doesn't look like a wrestler. He's got really limited moveset, but you're exactly right because of his commitment to it. And yes, this is one of those perfect examples of, you call it movie fog, I call it suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
But yeah, even in the old school world where wrestling, where everybody observed kayfabe, Danhausen would still get over because his natural charisma, he makes us laugh, and he commits to it. There's no tongue in cheek. He's not rolling his eyes. It's not no wink, wink, nudge, nudge. When he goes, the fact that the New York Knicks reached out to him, go, please uncurse us, and they gave this cat a jersey. That is fantastic. Okay,
that became a storyline.
It did, and it ran through this. So we had Danhausen defeating JD McDonough,
which you knew.
It got so Karl Anthony Towns from the New York Knicks to come out and do 2 really impressive choke slams. I personally like it when people from other professions, other walks of life, like, get over on wrestlers. But if someone's going to physically manhandle 2 of your wrestlers, one of which, unfortunately, JD McDonough, is pretty much in jobber status at this point. JD can definitely do a lot in the ring, but let it be a 7-foot dude who choke slams you. Good on you, cat. And it was in his home stadium. We get all that. Then we had Paige and Brie Bella. I gotta say it honestly, about time, lost the tag team title.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future is for Paige. My guess is that's probably the last time we see Brie. Maybe another appearance or 2, but it's probably meaning Brie's done. Which, again, it was great to see her. This was probably meant to be more of a Nikki Bella return tour. We didn't get that. Maybe we'll get that at some point. And Paige, I think, is a good addition to the women's mid-card when it comes to that. I'm really excited to see what Fatal Influence does, especially with Laney Reed and Fallon Hendry. I think Hendry, they could be a good tag team. I really like Fatal Influence. I think they're better on the big roster than they were on NXT. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. I feel bad for Bayley because I think Bailey could definitely be higher in the rankings and in the that women's division. And I don't think the Lyra Valkyria gimmick like this has any longevity to it.
No.
However, because it feels like she's playing the same character that Nikki Cross played in the Wyatt family. It feels like very much like she's playing that kind of witchy character. But I love her new submission. I absolutely love that. So if they can pull back some of the over theatric and have her focus on just really having that really this devastating looking choke, there's an upshot for her. And then Punk and Cody versus Gunther and Zayn. This was exactly what I thought it should have been, and that's a good thing. We're going to keep Cody and Punk one-on-one, but it also sets up Gunther quite obviously is going to have a match with Nick Aldis.
It was announced.
Did they announce it? Okay.
Yep, they announced it after the show.
Okay, and if for those of you that don't have some of the background, Nick Aldis is a hell of a wrestler. He's a former NWA champion. He wrestled as Magnus, so if you want to Google matches with Magnus, he was in TNA for a long time. He also is married to Mickie James, so smart man at that. And as you can see, don't let the suits fool you. The guy is ripped.
Yeah.
The guy is absolutely ripped. So, Bradley, a little bit of wrestling trivia. Do you know that both GMs of on the main roster on Raw and SmackDown, both are former NWA world champions?
I did know that, actually.
So we had back in the day Scrap Iron, Adam Pierce, and then Magnus, aka Nick Aldis. So but the worst thing about this is we called it last time we recorded. Sami Zayn's title reign, we didn't think it would be long. It was 9 days, and he is probably on the outside looking in when it comes to SummerSlam. So the second biggest show, a guy who was world champion 2 weeks ago, probably not even going to be on the show. So
I think that he's going to have a spot. I think
it wouldn't shock if he shows up. He's not going to have a match. I don't think he'll have a match.
I don't think he's going to have a match, correct.
Yeah.
But he's going to do something during the Punk Cody
match. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And that could be that could lead to the Cody Zayn feud, which is probably the best place for this. If he somehow interferes and costs Cody the match. Because I think what we're going to get the feuds going down in the future after SummerSlam is, I think we probably will, if that happens, we'll get Cody versus Sammy, get Cody out of the world title picture. No shade to Cody, but it's time for him to do something else.
But he needs some time off for Street Fighter anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And then then Punk and Gunther picking up where they left off on the Raw brand. All right. So before I talk about how the show ended, given these 4 matches, Danhausen and McDonough, the women's tag title match, Bailey and Lyra versus the men's tag match of Punk and Rose versus Gunther and Sami Zayn, which of those 4 matches was your least favorite?
My least favorite was probably Danhausen.
Okay. Mine, it was Bailey and Lyra, just because. But give Lyra credit. She got busted open and wrestled the majority of that match, as well as in the women's tag team title match. Lainey Reed looks like maybe she got a tooth knocked out. Also kept going. So you got to get the women there. In the two women's matches, women were bleeding pretty good legitimately and kept those matches. And then for you, was your favorite the main event, or what was your favorite match?
It was Punk and Rhodes versus Gunther and Zayn.
And then the last piece of it, because this has gotten very mixed reviews online. I liked it, you liked it, but it was when basically when Roman Reigns came out with the MVP from the Knicks, and then you got Tyrese Halliburton, so Jalen Brunson from the Knicks. Then you got Seth Rollins and Tyrese Halliburton coming out to kind of spoil the party. But at the end of the day, you got Roman Reigns really exalting Jalen Brunson with a title belt, and then you got the NBA championship trophy. I like it because this is also in Madison Square Garden. So this is not a weekly thing, but a lot of people felt like Roman Reigns, he is the guy. He's the face of the company. Really kind of defaulting to the Knicks. So what are your thoughts on that? When you dug it, or I believe you said you were good with it, right?
Yeah, I'm good. I liked it, man.
Yeah.
Any time that they can help something like that out, I think it's just good. I mean, as long as it's not like every week,
right?
As long as it's not like, hey, what are they trying to get over? No, I mean, like, this was more to their, the Fan Fest was just there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there was all this, and I think that's the big reason why.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So with that being said, I'm sure we'll do our predictions here in a couple weeks regarding SummerSlam. But sir, that is it, and we just did some wrestling.
All right, man. So we're gonna do something just a little bit different. So this is a chance. We're gonna take a quick little 1-minute break, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish the show up. If you're watching live, if not, you'll see two separate downloads on your feed this week. Right, and that is only if I can find the right things. And here we go.
If you can be in like 45 seconds.
Yep.
Just grab one.
What's that?
I'm just talking to Brendan.
Okay.
Right. Regular.
Welcome back to Bat Signals from the Multiverse. If you're joining us after this week's signal scan, thanks for coming back. If you're just finding us today, welcome aboard. And if you're watching live, you might be a little confused. Hello, and happy late birthdays for both of you guys.
So he wishes you happy birthday, buddy.
Now it's time to answer the signal. And Brian S. Dennis, where the S stands for popcorn. We're gonna get all into it. We're gonna start this out with our nerd again. And Brian, go ahead and introduce, or not a nerd again. That we put that one to bed a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
Nerd more.
Yes, sir. All right.
This happens every week where we only have 4 spots to choose, so we better choose wisely. What is our Mount Nerd More today?
So, in honor of, we are roughly halfway through the summer, we want to talk about what are our favorite summertime movies. And that might be a summer blockbuster. It might be a movie about summer season. It might be a movie that stars someone with the first name Summer. We never know. But Brad and I never discuss our list on the first hand. But we're going to come up with the absolutely unofficial Mount Nerdmore related to best summertime movies. Okay.
Brian, that's exactly where my head went with it as well when we started talking about it, or when you brought it up, and so I'm pretty excited because once I started, it got kind of hard once I started thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, so what movies define summer? And I'm like, well, what's summer? I mean, like, is it a person? Is it just the gives you that summer feeling, the outside, the hot, the everything, or is it just like going to the movies, eating the popcorn? And that's kind of what I settled on as well.
Gotcha.
Like those summertime big blockbusters.
Yes, sir.
And I can't wait to get into it. Is there any movies or anything out there that you feel is the obvious spot? Because I got one.
Okay, for me, because A, it's a blockbuster, it takes place over the summer, and it not only takes place over the summer, it takes place over the holiday that is at the center of our summer, July 4th. So for me, it's got to have a spot on it because I think it clicks all the buttons. It was a summer blockbuster. It takes place during the summer. It built in the Independence Day holiday. It has all the things with the aliens. It featured at that point the king of summer movies is Will Smith. So absolutely for me, it's got to be ID4, also known as Independence Day.
So yes, I agree with you as well. That's not what I was actually going to go for, though. I was going to bring it up. It was right there. But you are right. Independence Day has a spot in here just because it is the 4th of July. It is everything that makes a summer blockbuster and the summer. But I was actually thinking the first summer movie blockbuster, I was going to Jaws.
Jaws is on my list. Jaws is absolutely on my list. So I would tell you, I was at the gun as we talked about this conversation. I thought there's a couple for me, there's a couple things that summer movies, especially talking about blockbusters, eat. They're like the movies that get you really hyped, or the movies that almost like, because you think about it, at least growing up in Georgia, where I'm from, it's oppressively hot. Like, there's lots of spots in Georgia this week that are 110 plus degrees. Okay.
Yeah.
So the movies, you didn't just go for entertainment. You went to cool off, right? You went to go get in air conditioned, dark. Forget even, I mean, the popcorn was always there, but get me the biggest, frostiest, cold drink that they make, especially if you messed around the theater that was nearest to my house had actually free refills. So you test how much your bladder could hold. All these things, right? And so based on the vibe of that, it was a movie that made you go, yeah! Or that movie that you went kind of terrified. So to me, a lot of times, yeah, you hear Halloween time for horror movies, but also the scary movies also have a place in the summer. So I would say I'm good with 2 of our 4 spots, and you are. One that have Independence Day, but absolutely, because it made us all afraid to go back in the water.
Yeah.
I think you got to give it to Jaws. And like you said, Jaws was really that first, I think, summer blockbuster coming out, late 70s.
Yeah.
I think Jaws would definitely have a place there as well.
So, and then I got to thinking as well, man, like, and I didn't know if you thought that this should be up there or not. Does Star Wars belong on, because pretty much almost every Star Wars movie came out in the summer,
right?
But there again, like, I wasn't alive for like my first top movie that I ever saw. I mean, granted, I was like 3, was Empire Strikes Back.
Same.
You know, but also like when The Force Awakens that came out, that was a huge deal. But is it summer Mount Nerdmore in there? What do you think, man? Is there a place for Star Wars? And I kind of feel there isn't. I feel like there's better choices that are more summer.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, because for me, you're right. It's not only just timing of it, but does it scream summer? So both Independence Day and Jaws, yes, they're released during the summer, but was it something about the movie that screamed summer? Again, Independence Day happens over July 4th weekend. Jaws happens at the beach, out on the ocean. Those are very summery, summertime things that also were incorporated into it. But I do think while we're talking about categories for movies for summertime movies, we've got the blockbuster, we've got the the big the one that makes you jump, and like what you want to call a thriller, not necessarily horror, but more of a thriller. But I think it's more summertime movie versus horror is much more October, fall. But again, think about it, summertime, school's out for most kids. Is there a spot that we want to dedicate to a really cool summer movie that's really oriented for a younger audience? So what are some really good kids movies that happen in the summer as well?
I mean, I think if you're gonna go that route, I think Toy Story is would have
I was getting ready to see. Yep.
I mean, either Toy Story or just that Disney, because they like their summer blockbusters.
Absolutely.
Disney is trying very, very hard to rule the summer. They're not successful by any means. Moana is kind of flopping.
Is it really?
dude. There's not as much. I think Toy Story is still stronger than Moana, even coming out several weeks afterwards. And I
Okay.
think Toy Story still playing. Toy Story 5 still playing. I think really hurts Moana. I think because they came out within a month of each other, and in
And
between
Toy
that you got
Story is a
Minions.
continuation of that legacy versus with Moana. It's a
Yeah.
live action of the movie. And Moana, I don't understand when the animated one came out, but with the advent of streaming service with Disney Plus, you can watch and rewatch both Moana and Moana 2 so many times. Like, and I felt this way about when Disney has to have made live action versions of classics, even the newer classics, if you want to use that term.
Yeah.
Is there a thirst for it? Like, do we really, as much as I love Lion King, we got Lion King 1.5, we got Lion King Part 2. Did we need then the live action Lion King and then the live action Mufasa? Like, at some point, are we just beating a franchise to death?
I would say that I am more okay with the live action Mufasa than I am with the. I mean, it's not even live action, it's CGI wise, right?
Sure.
I am more okay with the Mufasa movie than I am with the Lion King. But also, Mufasa could have been animated and been just as good.
Yes.
And that's the problem with Moana. The Moana movie is still fresh in everybody's brains, and
Right.
it's still really good.
And
So,
it's a classic, right?
Right.
So what do you do is different, right?
They need to do, if they're going to do this, Disney, I hope you're listening, and we know you are, do it to the ones, the movies that failed, or the movies you're trying to bring back a franchise. Do it to the Black Cauldron. Do it to Sword in the Stone. Do it to Robin Hood.
Yes.
Right? Give me that.
Yes.
Give me a new telling of that in the live action type thing, because that would be so cool. And we could pitch a Sword in the Stone movie easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when looking at the 10 highest grossing, now one of these I'm going to take off the list because we've already named it, but also I don't know if I'll consider it a kids movie. But just looking at the biggest kids summer blockbuster movies, here are the top 10, and I'm going to skip number 2. So number 2 is Independence Day. So I'm skipping number 2. So in order from least to most money, these are the top 10. They are Aladdin in 2019, and all these are animated, by the way. So even there's been a live action version, it's the animated version. So we have Aladdin in 2019. We have Finding Nemo in 2003. We've got Despicable Me 2 in 2013. Finding Nemo in 2003 as well. I'm sorry, they have Nemo twice, which I'm not sure why. Moana in 2016, Moana 2 in 2024. This one, I'm really thinking might have to be on the list. The Sandlot in 93. Lilo and Stitch in 02, and then Madagascar in 05.
So
really, it's 8 movies because for some reason Nemo is listed twice. Okay.
Out of all the Disney movies, maybe I don't know, but none of those really scream summer to me though.
But does it need to be Disney, or does it need to be kid friendly? Because I'm thinking kid friendly. To me, what about
Pirates
the
of the
Sandlot?
Caribbean?
Well, Pirates you could definitely say that, but what about the Sandlot?
Oh, Sandlot's in Sandlot. The second you said Sandlot, I feel that Sandlot is at least a high contender for something like exactly. We have Independence Days locked in, and we have and we have Jaws locked in. So we got two locked in. Man, Sandlot, it does scratch that younger kid itch. I like it.
I think it's timeless, and I think it's pretty timeless. I mean, it came out in 93, but I think you could seriously turn it on today. And come on now, you're killing me, Smalls. Also, the fact that it is as quotable as it is, I think Sandlot takes a third spot there.
All right, there it is. We have the Sandlot now, so we have 3. That means we have 1 spot left. And man, like it could be Pirates of the Caribbean might be a good one. Top Gun Maverick.
Ooh.
Even Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick. But I mean Top Gun Maverick, like just the volleyball scene, or actually the volleyball scene is Top Gun 1, but the was it rugby scene or whatever it was, but Dude, Top
Yeah,
Gun
volleyball.
Maverick.
Yeah, it was rugby. I wanted to, or at least beach football.
Yeah, beach
So
football. Yeah.
okay, so I looked it up. So Top Gun in 1986. I'm gonna say 96, 1986. It was released in May 12th in New York, but in the rest of the U.S. was on May 16th. So are we gonna count mid-May as summer movie season?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
All right.
What about Maverick? Because Maverick, but see, Maverick had staying power. Maverick would not leave the theaters because it kept on filling it. I mean, we played that movie forever, and then we brought it back.
So looking at Top Gun Maverick, so now this is with inflation. It made Top Gun Maverick made triple what Top Gun made. So Top Gun and this so this is not controlled for inflation. So Top Gun in 86 made $500 million. Top Gun Maverick made $1.5 billion. So triple what its predecessor made. It also came out 34 years, no, 26. Yeah. It was 26 years. No, that's right. I didn't have right. 36 years later. Yeah. Also to give you a little bit of comparison there. Top Gun. So Top Gun, it cost $15 million to make, and it made again about $500 million in the theaters. Versus Top Gun Maverick, while it made $1.5 billion with a B, it also cost $170 million to make. So I don't not that profitability needs to go into this. For me, I'm more, even though Top Gun Maverick, and I will say, I think within the time frame of the time, I probably rewatched Top Gun Maverick more times than I watched Top Gun. I think definitely in the 2-3 years since Top Gun Maverick came out, I've rewatched Top Gun Maverick more than I would have rewatched Top Gun. But also Top Gun, I would have had to go to the video store, rent the VHS, come back home, and play it. Versus I literally can stream Maverick whenever I want to. I think Maverick's an overall better movie. I will say, I miss Kelly McGillis's character. I wanted to know what happened there, but it's okay. I love how they handled Val Kilmer. There is something to be said for also taking a movie that's a little more recent, because all of our current ones, so Jaws in the 70s, Sandlot and Independence are both in the 90s. So we want to pick something a little more recent. But there's a few others that popped up in my head, but we may have gotten these as well. I thought about Die Hard with a Vengeance. I thought about Stand By Me, but also I think scratch the same itch that the Sandlot does. Yeah. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Addams Family Values. I love The Great Outdoors. It just makes me laugh. And then there's three I just want to bring up that I think also it's still going to be in that classic bubble. But these are three that sparked to me that would go in the classic bubble for consideration. One is Weekend at Bernie's. Talk about a movie that was so ludicrous in its concept, and the sequel is less we say about the sequel the better. But it is so. And by the way, it featured only 80 stars. Right? This wasn't like this is totally the 80s in one movie. The other one that I wanted to mention, there's two more, Caddyshack, and then this one because again we talked about blockbusters, we talked about movies that are kind of thrillers. We talked about movies for the kids. Also, summer movie time can be a great time for kindling love and a great date movie. What about Dirty Dancing?
Yeah.
What do you think? So, you're not feeling it as much as Top Gun Maverick. I can see by your face.
I'm not feeling as much as Top Gun Maverick.
That's fine.
But I get where you're going there. I do get what you're saying. I mean, but the same thing. I mean, like, other big blockbusters, Ghostbusters. I mean, Endgame.
Yes.
I mean, Avengers Endgame, man. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yes. I personally, though, the more we talk about Top Gun Maverick, also, it was a movie that we wanted, but we weren't sure what we were going to get. Again, 30-plus years. We all knew what was going on with Val Kilmer health-wise. And so how are we going to pull this off?
Yeah.
And also, was there a story there, right?
Yeah.
So to get, and I think this is also going to put Maverick on the list. They did something that's really hard to do in filmmaking. We rail against sequels all the time. You know, if it's a trilogy, stop at 2. If it was a sequel, you stopped at 1. That's a thing we said for years on this podcast. However, let's think about the time from between how we got from Top Gun to Top Gun Maverick. Number one, with Top Gun, it really didn't leave a lot of untied knots. So he dealt with the grief at the time. He dealt with the grief with Goose. While they didn't win the Top Gun trophy, he graduated. He got to save the day. They had the great resolution between him and Iceman. That beautiful scene where he's throwing the tags into the ocean with that and that great. I mean, 80s movies had the best freaking soundtrack.
No, dude.
80s movies had the best freaking soundtracks. All that happened where you go like, there's still things, but you know, it left, and then he's gonna come back and teach. Like, it really gave us a happy ending that wasn't sappy and it made sense for the movie. So then, how do we then go back? There's even any story to tell, and they pointed out all the things that if you look at Maverick as a person, what he would have struggled as an instructor, you know, the kids growing up without Goose, what Maverick's career looked like versus Iceman's career. And then Miles Teller did a great job, including the Anthony Edwards mustache. They even explain why certain people weren't in the movie, like Meg Ryan. If we did a show about the best sequels, it would definitely be up there. And I think for that, because, and I just walked myself all the way to where I'm good with it. Another big theme we have in summer movies is that's when a lot of sequels are released.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I still know what you did last summer. Jaws 48. You know, whatever it is. So we want to talk about
Jaws
the best
versus
sequel.
the tornado.
Yeah. I want to see Jaws versus Sharknado, because Sharknado ain't got nothing on Jaws.
Dude,
Jaws, I had to explain to some people.
We're due for a Sharknado comeback.
We are. I had to explain to some people last week how, which I can't believe I had to have this conversation out loud, but how the vampires from Lost Boys are so much better than the vampires in Twilight.
Oh, dude.
Like, this is why. Wait, what? This is a discussion?
Yeah.
You really
barely.
think? But clearly. So, you know, if we want to round out our 4 with Independence Day, Jaws, Sandlot, and Top Gun Maverick as the best summer sequel,
you know,
I'm good with it.
I am too, man. I think we hit several different genres, several different itches to scratch the summer movie, the summer movies or the summertime feels. Absolutely. So there we go, Brian. Make it official. Put it in stone. The Mount Nerdmore of summertime movies is
Independence Day, Jaws, The Sandlot, and Top Gun Maverick.
All righty then. Brian, that was a lot of fun. It is time to move on to some games.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know we just got done with Mount Nerdmore, but I'm going to make you run the gauntlet again.
All right.
Because I had so much fun last time. We're going to do the gauntlet of summer blockbuster franchises.
Okay.
So I have a D20 spinner dice.
Okay.
I'm going to spin the dice. And so number 1 is Jurassic Park.
Okay.
So it's going to be 1 against 1. You can pick out for any reason you want to. You got to get rid of one of them.
All right.
All right. So here we go.
And we're going as a franchise, not a particular movie, correct?
Just as a franchise in full. Maybe some of them are done.
Okay.
But this is we're going to say that this is going to erase them from existence.
Oh, that
so
changes.
So when you cross
it
out, you are erasing Jurassic Park from existence. And the godfather of this show, one Samuel L. Jackson, is in.
And Bryce Dallas Howard. And yes. Okay.
Right. So, Brian, this is gonna be What's gonna be number one? This thing might spin forever. I probably should have spun it so much. So you tell me when to stop it.
Stop.
Okay. 7. 7 is
Okay.
Pirates of the Caribbean
Okay.
versus, tell me when to stop,
Stop.
versus 2, Jaws. So this is
That too.
Pirates of the, this is a good Jaws
Erasing
versus
Pirates or erasing
Pirates of the
Jaws?
Caribbean. What do you do and how do you do it? You're going to
I
erase
want-
one from existence.
Okay.
You're going back in the DeLorean and you're stopping Jaws or
Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean from
I
being-
would say I really want Captain Jack Sparrow versus Jaws. I think that'd be a great movie to watch.
Yeah.
But given this, since Jack Sparrow could survive a kraken, he can survive a shark. So I'm erasing the Jaws franchise from history.
Okay. Jaws is out. All right. Pirates of the Caribbean goes on, but we're gonna do this down to 1, so we're gonna keep
I
on
know
spinning.
they're not safe. Let's do it.
They're not safe. So Brian, we're gonna spin, and if you
And-
get the same number, I'll let you pick a number at random.
Cool.
So everyone stop.
Okay, and stop.
All right, 10. This is Harry Potter
Ooh,
versus Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Harry
wow.
Potter versus Indiana Jones.
And if Indy would have just stopped at 3, this would be such an easier choice. This would be such an Indy easier choice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In name of my birthday, I'm gonna officially claim to be an old head. I'm taking Indiana Jones franchise over Harry Potter. That hurts a little bit, but I'm gonna say we can do away with Harry Potter. Indy has too many cultural references, and I'm gonna let old school win over new school. Indiana Jones franchise takes out Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is out.
They're British anyway. It's not even our country. All right.
All right, tell me when to stop.
And stop.
All right, we already did. You want 8 or 5?
Let's do 5.
Okay, because I know we already did 5. That's all right. Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Ghostbusters versus. Tell me when
It's
to
gonna be
stop.
tough. It's gonna be tough. All right, we'll go hit it now. Stop.
9. Okay, Ghostbusters versus Transformers.
No, okay. You know me wanting to know my childhood.
I know.
Was Ghostbusters and
And
Transformers.
Transformers. Yeah,
Now I need to clarify.
Okay.
So Transformers, if we take out Transformers, are we just erasing the movie, one movie, or we're erasing the entire franchise?
The entire franchise. Transformers never existed.
Or
Killing
Ghostbusters.
Part of your childhood. Or Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call? Never happened.
Oh,
Never. Who are you gonna call? Supernatural would be the new Ghostbusters.
This is wow. Well, some of the casting Supernatural works. Okay, anyway, you know what? I gotta look at this logically. I feel that the Autobots will stand a better chance versus Ghost than Bill Murray would stand against Megatron. So and it hurts it with my heart, but also I'm thinking, like, if I lose Ghostbusters, I'm losing Paul Rudd, which I can live with. So I'm just kidding, Paul. If you're watching, and we know you are, I'm going to do away from existence Ghostbusters.
Okay, Ghostbusters has never existed,
and the only reason because you said it doesn't work with the franchise as a whole. It was just a movie. It was one movie versus 5, I think, at this moment. But all right.
Okay, all right, man. So we're gonna keep this going. Tell me when to stop.
Oh, stop! My heart is still sick with that last choice.
We're back to 10, but 10 is gone.
Okay.
So you can pick any number.
Let's do
1 through 9, or 1, 2, or 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Let's do 3.
3. DC.
Like the entire DC?
The entire DC.
Okay.
Everything.
Oh,
all
wow.
the Superman.
Okay.
All of the Batman. All of the Black Adam. All the good. All the bad.
You're not just talking
DC.
a franchise. You're talking an entire imprint. Like,
I'm talking about the entire. I'm
entire
making this
universe.
hard for you.
Okay.
That's
yes.
right. So DC
versus.
All right.
Okay.
You
and
tell
stop.
me when to stop.
Stop. Let's do it.
I got 9 is Transformers. Batman versus Optimus Prime.
This is a total head pick.
Magneto versus.
This is a total head pick. I am doing away with Transformers. It's just too much in DC if it's the entire of the franchise. The original hero in Superman, our favorite Batman, JLA, JSA, Wonder Woman, Green Arrow, Nightwing, Red Hood, Black Adam, all those. We got to keep DC. So Transformers, please find in your heart to forgive me.
Autobots, roll out. All right, tell me when to stop.
Forever. Stop.
Wait, what does that mean? Just get. All right, number 8. Indiana Jones is back up for another one.
All right.
All right. And
stop.
4. Okay, Indiana Jones versus Marvel.
We gotta let Indy go. We gotta let Indy go. Same logic as the previous. Same logic as the previous. All right.
All right.
Okay. Start spinning, my brother. And stop.
Number 9 has been gone. So, all right, dealer's choice. 1, 3, 4, 6, or 7.
We'll go 7.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Okay.
And stop.
Okay, you get 1, 3, 4, or 6.
Let's hit it with 1.
Okay, so this is Pirates of the Caribbean versus Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park's out.
Okay. Easy one.
Yeah.
Easy pick.
Yeah.
I think that's what I would have done too. Next.
Does it happen when you bring Star-Lord into non-Guardian space? You gotta go down.
It was Chris Pratt versus Chris Pratt.
It was.
Or wait, no, he's not in Pirates. Never mind.
Wait, no, he isn't. Okay.
Okay. All right, I got a 6.
Okay, you got 6. Okay.
It stopped. Yeah, I was on that one. Star Wars.
Okay, Star Wars. All right. And stop.
Okay, this is Star Wars versus all of DC. Star Wars versus.
I gotta get rid of Star Wars, but that was hard because I thought about what are all the things that are offshoots of Star Wars. Still, though, you're talking about the 30s with DC. We gotta keep DC.
All right, so just so you know, all that's left is DC, Marvel,
I already know this is going.
And Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep, I already know this is going. All right, spin it. Spin it and stop.
All right,
stop.
5. So dealer's choice. You can pick 3, 4, or 7.
3.
3 is DC.
3, yep. Okay. And stop.
And just got a 3, so pick 4 or 7.
We go 7. Go 7.
DC versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
DC, and we know where this finals leading us.
Yes, we do.
I'm picking. So when I said DC, I'm keeping DC, not X's. We're keeping DC.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Well, as happens so often in this podcast, it ends up becoming
Marvel versus
DC. What will take the gauntlet of summer blockbuster franchises gauntlet? Marvel.
This
DC.
was actually really easy because I figured once I realized that Marvel and DC's total continuity was in this, I figured unless it was some weird type of role, at some point in some round it's going to be Marvel versus DC. And it comes down to this one. This made my decision really easy. While both are extremely popular, recency bias would say Marvel because of the dominance of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But if we look at from a historical concept, if there's no DC, there's no Marvel.
Yeah.
If there's no DC, there's no Marvel. So with that being, all due respect to Stan Lee and the entire crew, if there's no DC, there is no Marvel. With that being said, you got to honor where we got to go before we all come from, which is I am choosing as my ultimate choice DC over Marvel.
You know, and when you put it that way, you're absolutely correct, because I mean, Superman was 1939.
Yep.
And you don't get any of what we talked about without Superman. I mean,
Superman, Batman, and Wonder
mythology.
Woman are the reason that they're called the Trinity in comics is every significant hero after those three have absolute inspiration. Whether we can talk Wolverine, Deadpool, Daredevil, there's aspects of Batman. You talk Sentry, Captain America, there's aspects of Superman. Wonder Woman showed us that a female character could lead all these things. So there's all that. So again, without those three, then I know there's others along the way as well. But the promise to those three absolutely is what made comic books a thing in this country. And without comics, Marvel doesn't hit its stride till really printing in the 60s, and doesn't really become a major factor until the 80s. So with that being said, if there's no DC, there's nothing else. So DC's got to win this one. That was fun, though. That was fun.
All right, man. I think that was a good. I think we're gonna keep doing that gauntlet. Maybe we'll tweak it a little bit. I think maybe full franchises instead of just movie franchises, a little bit unfair. But that's okay. That's okay. You live, you learn. It is time for your game, Brian.
Yes, sir. So in the heels of our summer movie situation, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run out Rated Nerd, and Rated Nerd is I'm gonna give you a couple different scenarios. I want to see how well your nerddom will help us rank these. So up first is summer movie. So what I have are 5 of the top 20 most bankable summer movie stars, which means they're movies that only looking at their movies that came out in the summer, so nothing else. So only, and this went mid-May through the end of August. Their summer movies have made the most money. So I've got 5 people, and I'm going to give you the 5 of them, and I just want you to rank them 1 through 5. So 1 being the most money, 5 being the least. If that makes sense. So 1 meaning the most, 5 being the least. Okay. So here are your 5 stars. So you have, and they're listed in alphabetical order based on their first name. We've got Cameron Diaz, Jeff Goldblum, Michael Keaton, Robert Downey Jr., and Steve Carell. I give their names again. Cameron Diaz, Jeff Goldblum, Michael Keaton, Robert Downey Jr., and Steve Carell, ranking them 1 through 5. Which one do you think made the most money down to will be the 5th most of these 5? What order would you put them in?
Okay, number 1's RDJ.
Absolutely. Okay.
Number 2, I think I'm gonna have to go with Jeff Goldblum was an Independence Day that made all the money. Steve Carell's did all the Despicables and everything. I'm gonna go to number 2. I'm gonna say Steve Carell. Okay.
I will tell you when we get through the rest of them. All right, let's go next one up.
Okay.
But you did get number 1 correct. Correct. Okay.
3, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go 3, Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
4, Michael Keaton, and 5, Cameron Diaz.
So, you were right with number 1. That was the only one you got right. So and this will probably help when I talk about the movie. So you're exactly right. So Robert Downey Jr. is number 1. His summer movies have made $352 billion. He's ranked number 6 all time, and the top 2 earners were Avengers and Age of Ultron. Okay. Next up in the number 2 position, actually, while you had it as Steve Carell, number 2 is actually Michael Keaton. And it was with 2.77 billion, and that was led by Batman 89 and Toy Story 3.
Who was he in Toy Story 3?
I forget, but he does voice the one in Toy Story 3.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Number 3 is number 3 is actually Cameron Diaz, 2.61 billion. Shrek and Shrek 2. Those two Shrek were huge.
That tracks. That tracks. Yep. I didn't get there.
Number 4 is going to be Michael Keaton.
I'm sorry,
I lied to you. Yeah, number 4 is Steve Carell, and that's going to be Despicable Me 2 and Minions. Those are his top 2.
Okay.
Coming 3.27 billion, and number 5 is Jeff Goldblum, which is Jurassic Park and Independence Day. But really, what got you was Keaton having a role in Toy Story 3 and the 2 Shreks for Cameron Diaz. Had those, that's moved everything around. All right.
Yep.
So, bonus point for you. Can you guess which actor his summer movies have made the most money? And I will tell you this, it is not Will Smith. A lot of people think it's Will Smith, but it is not. Do you want to take a guess at?
I do.
I'll tell you what. I got, listen here, the top 3. We see if you get any of the top 3. So if you get if whoever you said they land in the top 3, you get your points. Go for it.
Samuel Jackson.
Yes, and he is number 1.
Yeah, 100%. Samuel Jackson is the smartest man when it comes. He doesn't care if he's got 9 minutes of screen time. He's the franchise king. He's in Star Wars. He's in Marvel. Those 2 alone.
And
Die Hard.
Throw in Jurassic Park, all the things.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So, you want to have to guess who's number 2 then?
Number 2?
If I give you a hint, they also are always fighting for the top spot for all-time bankable in movies. So not only for summer, but all-time career, their movies are always 1 and 2. Who's made the most money when you look at their totality of their movies?
Jeff Goldblum?
Nope, Harrison Ford.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Same star in Indiana Jones. And number 3, I just give to you Eddie Murphy, primarily due to the Shrek franchises.
We need more Eddie Murphy in our lives.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. And the last one of these is Rated Nerd. I'm just going to give you the 3 movies. You tell me which one of these is the biggest summer flop of these
biggest
3.
Summer flop, okay.
Biggest summer flop. So, again, based in alphabetical order, we have John Carter in 2012, King Arthur, Legend of the Sword in 2017, and Solo, A Star Wars Tale in 2018. Each one of those movies lost money. Which one do you think was the biggest flop?
And they're all actually good movies.
They are. They really
especially
are.
The choice that I'm going to go with.
Okay.
John Carter.
John Carter
Mars,
it is.
Because it should have been named John Carter.
It would have helped so much. Oh,
it would have helped
okay.
So much.
Yes.
Yes, man. John Carter's a great movie. The fact
that
the
book is based off also is really good. I mean, it was a bloated summer. I actually read up. I forgot what it said was released like the week before, but it didn't get it didn't have the typical Disney buzz behind it. Because the name is just John Carter, it didn't give people any type of sense of what the movie was. And the competition in 2012, I want to say the movies that bookended it, the movies that came out the week before and the movies that came the week after, just took all the steam from it. All right. Are you ready for an honest ad, my friend?
I am ready, man.
All right, let's do it. So here's tonight's honest ad. And because it's been so warm here in central Iowa, I'm doing an honest ad on a heat wave.
Sweet.
Some bring the fire and others bring the pain. Going out in this heat is simply insane. You can burn your buns just riding in your car, If your AC is broken, I hope you're not going very far. You leave pools of sweat everywhere you sit. Please use lots of deodorant on your armpits. When choosing your clothing, dress light and airy. Be mindful in the pool if you keep your legs hairy. Stay hydrated and drink lots of H2O. I don't care how hot it is if I still don't miss the snow. My final words of advice are to let cool thoughts fill your head and to pull out that box fan hidden next to the box under the bed.
Well done. Well done. All right, man. That was good. That was great. It is time for our Better Than Us Human of the Week.
Yes, sir.
And I will go first this week, my friend, because my Better Than Us Human of the Week is my tag team partner, Brian S. Dennis, where the S stands for birthday candles.
I appreciate it, sir. I appreciate it. Got a lot of really good well wishes. You are among the first. So thank you all. It's been a good start to my year of life. And for me, my Better Than Us Human of the Week, we lost a great one. And so awesome. And it's kind of apropos that Jurassic Park was all over our summer blockbuster because we lost the one, the only, the incomparable Mr. Sam Neill this week. So Sam, RIP, rest in power, my friend. Your movies, especially the work you did in Jurassic Park, will live on. So Better Than Us Human of the Week, Mr. Sam Neill, sir. All right, buddy.
Did you ever see the movie In the Mouth of Madness?
Yes, I did.
Dude, I think it was. I think it's Wes Craven or John Carpenter or something like that.
I think it's Craven. I do think it's Craven.
Yeah, but man, like that movie, I remember when it came out. It was right after Jurassic Park, and it was just mind blown. I need to watch it again.
It's John Carpenter, by the way. I double check. It is Carpenter.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. So I think I might see if it's streaming anywhere. So, all right, it is time for our words of wisdom. Brian, why don't you go and take us home?
As always, want to thank you for joining what is the best part of Bradley Miles Week. We hope it's a good start to yours. There's getting out there. Stay cool, stay safe, and remember, Goonies never say die, and please, no retreat, no surrender.
All right, remember roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Best adventures usually begin where the map ends. Oh, bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye, folks. Almost.
Dude,